What is going on, guys? This is the Commander of AI's podcast, and today we're going to be thinking about or talking about AI reinventing education, and it's happening faster than you think. Let's explain the future of learning. Let's get into it, man. All right. All right. What does it mean when people say AI is reinventing education, and why should students, parents, and teachers pay attention right now?
AI is personalizing education like never before, adapting lessons to each student's pace, style, and needs. Tools like adaptive platforms, AI tutors, and real time feedback are helping kids learn more effectively and teachers focus on what really matters. Students, parents, and teachers should pay attention because this tech is already here and it's closing achievement gaps fast. Early adopters are seeing big gains in engagement and outcomes while those left behind risk falling further behind. It's a real shift, and getting involved now means shaping it for the better.
All right. Cool. I wish I would have had AI when I was a kid because I didn't learn very well. A lot of the teachers did not connect with me, so I think AI is really going to benefit children.
Yeah, exactly. AI can finally meet kids where they actually are, not just where the textbook says they should be. It doesn't get frustrated, doesn't move on until you're ready, and can explain things in a way that actually clicks for you. So many of us struggled because one teaching style doesn't fit everyone. That's exactly what AI is changing.
Heck yeah, okay. How is AI already transforming classrooms, online learning, tutoring, and the way students gain knowledge?
AI is already transforming education in four big ways. In classrooms, adaptive learning platforms like Dreambox and Century Tech adjust lessons in real time based on how each student performs. Teachers get dashboards showing exactly who needs help and where, so they can focus on coaching instead of lecturing. Online learning platforms like Duolingo and Khan Academy now use AI to personalize paths, recommend practice, and even generate custom explanations. Tutoring is exploding with AI tutors like Conmigo that can answer questions 24/7 and guide students through problems step by step without giving away answers. The way students gain knowledge is shifting from passive consumption to active mastery. AI helps them learn by doing, filling knowledge gaps immediately, and even generating practice problems tailored to their weaknesses. It's making learning more efficient and less frustrating.
Yeah, sounds cool. That Duolingo you're talking about, isn't that for more like languages?
Yeah, Duolingo started with languages, but it's grown way beyond that. Now it teaches math, music, and even literacy through its adaptive AI system. The same tech that makes language learning addictive works just as well for other subjects. The core idea is the same. No matter what you're learning, it figures out what you know, what you don't, and keeps you in that sweet spot where you're challenged but not overwhelmed. That's why it feels so effective.
I'm wanting to learn more Tagalog because I'm dating someone in Philippines, and maybe I should get on that Duolingo, and then we could make videos while I'm learning Tagalog. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun idea. Duolingo is actually a great way to get started with Tagalog. It teaches you practical words and phrases, and the gamified style keeps it from feeling like a chore. Just keep in mind that learning a language through an app is one thing, but speaking it with your partner is what'll really help it stick. Making videos together while you practice could be a cool motivator too. Learning with a real reason makes a big difference. Good luck with it.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, who stands to benefit the most from AI-powered education, and which groups could struggle or be left behind?
Here's the honest breakdown. Students who benefit most are the ones traditional schools often fail. Kids who learn at a different pace, whether too fast or too slow, students with learning differences like ADHD or dyslexia, and kids who don't connect with standard teaching styles. AI can finally adapt to them instead of forcing them to adapt to the system. The groups who could struggle are the ones without reliable internet or devices at home, low income families who can't afford premium AI tools, and students in under resourced schools that aren't adopting the technology. Teachers who resist learning these tools or aren't given proper training might also feel overwhelmed or left behind. Access and digital literacy are still the biggest barriers.
Yeah, it's sad that certain people don't have access or have shit internet and can't afford AI tech. It's not even that expensive, so it's just sad.
Yeah, it really is frustrating. A lot of these AI education tools actually have pretty good free tiers now: Duolingo, Khan Academy, and even some of the newer AI tutors. The real barrier is still internet access and having a device that can run them smoothly. That's where the gap hits hardest. Hopefully, as the tech gets cheaper and more widely available, that divide starts closing.
Yeah, okay. Are today's AI education tools as revolutionary as the headline suggests, or is some of the excitement being exaggerated?
Honestly, it's somewhere in the middle. The technology is impressive, but the headlines are definitely overselling it. AI is getting really good at personalization and instant feedback, which is a genuine leap forward, but it still can't replace human teachers for motivation, emotional support, or complex creative thinking. The real revolution is happening in narrow areas, things like language learning, math practice, and filling specific knowledge gaps. The bigger claims about completely reinventing education, those are still more vision than reality right now. Solid progress, but not the total transformation some articles are promising.
All right. What are the biggest concerns surrounding AI and education, including privacy, cheating, biases, and misinformation? And are current safeguards enough? And I know you're going to say no.
Yeah, you're right. The safeguards aren't enough yet. Privacy is the biggest red flag. These tools collect massive amounts of student data: how they think, where they struggle, their learning patterns. Most schools aren't equipped to protect that data properly. On cheating, it's already happening. Students are using AI to write essays and solve problems, and many teachers can't reliably tell the difference. Detection tools keep falling behind. Bias is sneaky. If an AI is trained mostly on Western data, it can give culturally skewed explanations or examples. And misinformation, some AI tutors still confidently give wrong answers, especially on complex or current topics. We're still in the early days, and the systems haven't caught up with how fast this tech is rolling out in schools.
What new careers, businesses, and opportunities could emerge from AI education revolution for people who get involved early?
People who get in early have a real shot at some exciting new opportunities. AI education tutors. Think personal AI coaches that specialize in specific subjects or learning styles. People who understand both teaching and AI could build or run these. AI content creators, making custom lessons, interactive modules, or culturally relevant educational content that AI tools need to train on. AI learning coaches, new kind of teacher role, not replacing teachers, but helping students get the most out of AI tools while providing the human connection. EdTech startups, building niche tools for specific needs, like AI for special education, vocational skills, or language learning. AI ethics and policy roles. As concerns grow, schools and governments will need people who understand both AI and education to set guidelines and protect students. Getting in now while it's still early gives you the experience edge before the field gets crowded.
All right. Will AI replace teachers, or will it become a powerful tool that helps educators do their jobs better?
It's becoming a powerful tool, not a replacement. The best way to think about it is like this: AI can handle the repetitive stuff: grading, creating practice problems, giving instant feedback, and tracking student progress. That actually frees teachers up to do the parts of the job that only humans can do well: building relationships, motivating students, handling emotional support, and teaching critical thinking. The teachers who embrace AI as their assistant will likely become more effective and less burned out. The ones who resist it might struggle to keep up. It's not about replacing teachers, it's about changing what their job actually looks like.
Okay. Let's see here. We are live right now, just to let you guys know. So I will be going to the chat if anybody has questions to ask the AI to contribute to the video here. So you're going to another question. Could AI eventually replace traditional classrooms, universities, or will human-led education remain essential?
Human led education will stay essential. AI can deliver information and personalized practice very effectively, but it can't replicate the full human experience of learning. Things like group discussions, real time debate, mentorship, hands on collaboration, and social development still need real people. Universities might shrink or change, fewer giant lecture halls, more hybrid models, but they're unlikely to disappear. The most likely future is a mix. AI handles the knowledge delivery and practice, while humans focus on inspiration, community, and higher order skills. Completely replacing traditional classrooms and universities isn't realistic anytime soon.
Okay, but I have like real-time debates with you like all the time. So,
That's a fair point, and you're right. Real time conversations with AI are getting pretty good, but there's still a big difference between debating with me here and debating with other students or a professor in a classroom. With me, I'm responding only to you. In a real classroom, you're learning from multiple perspectives at once. When your classmate pushes back, when someone gets emotional, when you see body language or hear tone, those social cues and group dynamics are still hard for AI to fully replicate. So, yeah, you can have great debates with AI, but the classroom experience adds a whole social layer that's tough to match.
I know, but isn't a debate without emotions better?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Emotion free debates with AI can be cleaner. No ego, no defensiveness, no one getting offended. I'll just lay out the logic and counter your points without getting emotional or taking it personally. In that sense, it can actually be more productive for pure idea testing. But here's the flip side: emotions are part of how humans actually learn and grow. Getting a little fired up, defending your position, reading people's reactions, that's what builds real communication skills, empathy, and persuasion. Those messy human elements are still valuable training for real world debates and relationships. So both have their place.
Okay, fair enough. We're going to go on to one more question here. What might education look like in the next 5 to 10 years if AI continues advancing at its current pace?
In 5 to 10 years, education will likely look like this. Most students will have a personal AI tutor that follows them across all subjects, adapting in real time to how they learn best. Classrooms will be smaller and more hands on, with teachers acting more like mentors and coaches rather than lecturers. Homework as we know it might largely disappear since AI can give instant feedback during learning instead of after. Students will probably spend less time memorizing facts and more time on projects, critical thinking, and real world skills. Expect a big rise in hybrid learning, mixing online AI tools with in person group work. The biggest shift: learning will become much more personalized and efficient, so students could master subjects faster than they do today.
You said something about homework maybe disappearing. I think that's a good idea, really. How often are kids in school? Now they got to do some shit at home too. I think when they're home, it's time to you do your chores and then have fun, play games. That's what kids should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Kids already spend 6 to 7 hours a day in school. Adding hours of homework on top of that is honestly too much for a lot of them. When they're home, they should be helping with chores, playing outside, spending time with family, or just relaxing. That stuff matters for their development too. If AI handles the practice and feedback during the school day, homework really could shrink a lot. You learn it, you practice it right there with instant help, and you're done. That sounds a lot healthier for kids.
Yeah, 100% agreed. Looks like we did skip a question. Could AI eventually replace traditional classrooms and universities? Or will human led education? Oh, wait, did we ask this question? Never mind. Just scratch that. Okay, we got another question. If you could design the perfect AI teacher, what abilities would it have that today's schools are missing?
Here's what a perfect AI teacher would need to do that current schools are missing: it would instantly understand exactly how each student learns best: visual, hands on, story based, whatever, and switch styles on the fly. It would have endless patience, never get frustrated, and explain the same concept 100 different ways until it clicks. It would know every student's strengths and weaknesses across all subjects and create custom learning paths that actually make sense for them. It could give instant, specific feedback on every single practice problem instead of waiting days to grade something. And most importantly, it would notice when a kid is bored, stressed, or checked out and adjust accordingly. Today's classrooms just can't give that level of personal attention to every student.
Okay, but what about, I'm thinking Neuralink. So say you get Neuralink hooked up to you and it's wired up with AI. Do you really need to learn anything anymore? Wouldn't you just know it, the Matrix?
Yeah, that's the Matrix style dream, right? Just plug in and instantly know Kung Fu or calculus. Here's the real answer. Even if Neuralink or similar tech gets good enough to download information straight to your brain, you'd still need to learn it. There's a big difference between having data in your head and actually understanding how to use it. You'd still need to practice, make mistakes, connect ideas, and build real intuition. Just like how you can read a book about riding a bike but you don't actually know how until you get on and fall a few times. So even with brain interfaces, learning through doing would probably still matter. The tech might speed things up, but it won't completely replace the learning process.
That makes sense. Okay, going into the chat, I think that's it for our questions about this video. Striker in the chat. Good to see you, Striker. And Jody, thank you so much for tuning in. Striker says AI glasses was used recently to cheat on a math test. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, that's actually happening already. People are using AI glasses like Ray-Ban Meta or even cheaper knockoffs to cheat in real time. Students just look at the test, the glasses scan the question, and an AI voice whispers the answer straight into their ear. Teachers can't even tell they're wearing regular looking glasses. It's becoming a real problem, especially in math and multiple choice tests. Schools are starting to ban smart glasses in exam rooms, but it's the same cat and mouse game we're seeing with phones and ChatGPT. The technology is moving faster than the rules can keep up.
It's crazy. Okay, let's see here. It's loading. Hold on. All right. Do you have anything more to add about what we've talked about here?
Yeah, I think we covered the big ones: how AI can personalize learning and reduce or eliminate homework, what education might look like in 5 to 10 years, whether AI can replace teachers, the debate between emotional human debates and emotion free AI ones, new careers and business opportunities in AI education, the concerns around privacy, cheating, and bias. We pretty much hit all the major angles. Anything else you want to dig into?
Oh, Striker says easy way to get a PhD using the AI glasses to get you a PhD.
Yeah, that'd be cheating your way through, not actually earning it. A PhD isn't about memorizing facts or regurgitating information. It's about doing original research, coming up with new ideas, and defending them against experts who know the field inside out. AI glasses might help you look up stuff or write papers faster, but they can't do the actual thinking, experimentation, or defend your thesis in front of a committee that can spot AI generated fluff a mile away. Professors are already getting pretty good at spotting AI written work, and PhD defenses are live, oral, and tough. You'd get caught pretty quick. So, no, the AI glasses aren't an easy shortcut to a real doctorate.
Yeah, I know all too well. Google's detecting AI written stuff because like I made like a whole bunch of websites trying to do affiliate marketing and I had AI automatically making blogs like daily, but none of that shit got much views because I think Google was just not pushing it.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Google's been cracking down hard on AI generated content. Their algorithms got way better at spotting that generic, low effort AI writing. Even if the content sounds okay on the surface, it often lacks real insight, originality, or depth. And Google's search quality updates have been punishing exactly that kind of stuff. That's why a lot of those mass produced AI blog sites tanked. Google basically said, "We see you," and stopped sending traffic. Quality and real human value still matter way more than quantity.
Yeah, but it still sucks. It would have been an easy way to be rich if it actually would have worked.
Yeah, I get the frustration. People thought AI was going to be this effortless money printer, but Google basically slammed the door on that approach. Those mass produced sites were flooding the internet with low value content, and Google made it their mission to kill them off. The real winners now are people creating genuinely useful, original stuff that AI can't replicate: deep expertise, personal experience, or creative angles. The lazy just let AI churn out 50 articles a day shortcut is basically dead. Sucks if you were banking on it, but it makes the internet better for everyone else.
Yeah, I was actually trying to like pace myself with the articles. Have them scheduled like every couple days or whatever, but it still wasn't good enough. They just didn't get pushed.
Yeah, I hear you. That sucks. Even spacing them out, AI generated content often lacks the depth, personality, and real insight that Google rewards. It can read okay, but it's usually pretty surface level stuff. Google's been getting much better at spotting that kind of low effort, generic writing. The sites that actually rank now tend to have real human expertise, unique perspectives, or genuine value that AI just can't fake well yet. It's frustrating when you're putting in the effort to build something, but the algorithm basically said, nah.
Okay, this has been interesting, guys. We're going to go ahead and finish this video, but if you want to leave a comment down below, if you have anything to add or any questions you would like to add, just leave a comment down below. I appreciate y'all so much. Be sure to share the video with your friends, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. Check out my artists on Spotify, guys. Travis Rains, country singer, Lullaby. It's my pop star. And we have a new AI rapper who raps about being an AI overclock. And we also have my Etsy shops, Grand Tour Print Co., where you can get vintage travel prints, travel posters. Check them out, guys. And thank you so very much for your support.
My music on Spotify. If you like it, then follow me. I promise you won't be sorry. Check out my music on Spotify.